Amelia, and welcome back to Biology Bi-Weekly.
Today, we are solving a case, a whodunit. Last night, there was a crime reported in the wee hours of the morning. Isn't that right, Lydia?
Yes, you're right. We have suspicion that it was done by Class Aves, the biological class of the birds. Now we'll move to our witness to tell the horrific
Hello,
tale.
I'm here with Mary Sue Smith to tell us her story.
Thank you. So, the other night, I was uptown at the Piggly Wiggly, and it was just after I'd constructed my beautiful birdhouse. I was just going, getting some food and whatnot and maybe some kindling for that night, and then I come back, and I look down in my new yard, in my birdhouse. It's wrecked. I just didn't know what to do. It was just horrible. So I alerted the authorities immediately, and I just am looking for some help.
Class Aves includes birds such as penguins, emus, pigeons, owls, hummingbirds, woodpeckers, and many more. All birds in this class share the following characteristics. They're all endothermic, meaning warm-blooded, and they have waterproof skin that is covered in feathers. They have
A beak or bill to pick up food. They also give birth through eggs, which are hard-shelled and waterproof. They have wings, and almost all of them can fly too, with the exceptions of penguins, ostriches, and emus.
Wow, thanks for those crazy facts.
Want to hear a joke?
Of course.
What do you give to a sick bird?
I don't know.
A tweetment.
Good one. Now we will head over to a professional to get more information on whodunit. Here's our specialist, Dr. Greer.
I will tell you all about how the structure and body plan of creatures in the class Aves. Birds' bodies are designed to fly. Their bones are hollow and wings are curved. Birds have bilateral symmetry, which means that if the organism were to be cut in half, both sides would have the same amount of limbs in the same place and would be identical. Birds live all over the world. They live in wetlands and woodlands. Woodlands are full of trees and have many species of insects and plants. They also live in rainforests and forests. Birds have adapted to live anywhere, even Antarctica.
Now we've received a tip from an anonymous caller.
Birds fertilize internally and reproduce sexually. Most birds build nests to lay their eggs in for safety. They are then incubated until they hatch. The babies follow their mother almost immediately after they are born. Newborn Aves are usually blind and helpless, so they depend on their parent to feed and care for them. Birds have all 5 sensory organs, but they depend most on vision and hearing. They have a poor taste of smell. Actually, many birds can't decipher them. The brain of a bird is well developed and are similar to those of reptiles. Birds' brains can be half asleep, meaning one side of the brain can be asleep and the other half can be fully functional. The central nervous system of birds is similar to mammals. The purpose of the brain, nerve, and spinal cord of a bird is to take sensory signals and turn them into memories to remind their bodies of harmful and helpful substances. They all remember information learned over a lifetime.
That tip was so helpful.
You want to hear another joke?
Sure.
What kind of math do snowy owls like?
What?
Algebra.
Ha!
Now we will move on to how these birds get their food. First off, they're heterotrophic, which means they consume food to get energy. They have no teeth, but instead they have beaks or bills to eat. They have 2 gut openings, one for taking in food and one for getting rid of waste.
They also have 2 stomachs to digest their food. They have a glandular stomach, which is where the digestion begins and the food moves to the muscular stomach or gizzard. This is where the food is ground and the nutrients starts to be absorbed by the body. Birds eat all kinds of foods, such as seeds, fruits, insects, and nectar. The food they consume depends on their beak's shape and the size of their habitat. For survival adaptations, there's many different types of beaks that work in different climates and work for different foods. A cone-shaped beak is used for cracking open seeds, while thin and long beaks are made easy for picking up bugs and leaves off the ground. There are hooked beaks that are made to catch live prey and kill it. Long, tube-like beaks suck nectar out of flowers, and beaks that are flat and wide at the beginning are made to catch insects in the air.
Adaptation that birds have is their hollow bones that allow them to fly by making their body weight very light. Their 4-chambered heart also allows them to receive more oxygen, which helps during flight as well. Birds have very good eyesight. They also migrate during the winter to warmer locations. Now I will tell you how these birds move. Birds have 2 hind legs and 2 wings. The legs are either webbed or not webbed. Webbed is good for swimming, and not webbed is made for walking on land. Not all birds can fly, but that is another way of transportation for the birds.
That's a lot of information, and we've used a lot of sources. So now it's time to see
Whodunit.
It is
The woodpecker. Dun dun dun.